of this smart city, so-called smart city. So this government has practically become a curse on the future of the youth of Goa. And water security becomes a very important subject. If you see some of the papers that have been presented in different forums, that Goa will suffer due to lack of water. Your industries do not get sufficient water. Domestic households do not get sufficient water. हांगा पणजे भितरूच कितले लोकांक त्रास जाता मळा आनी ह्या एरियांनी आल्तीन एरियांनी to get this basic necessity called water. And when this Andolan was launched to ensure the water security of the state, in the form of a blessing came this order in the Goa Foundation case, where the High Court had to direct based on the existing provisions of law. This is what I want to emphasize. The High Court had to come to this conclusion based on what the Wildlife Protection Act says. Now I'll just go touch briefly on this subject, what this matter is about. Goa Foundation had filed a petition that this corridor wildlife sanctuary has to be declared as a tiger reserve. Now who is opposing this? The government of Goa. That is the respondent number 1. Now in this case, there are in altogether 6 respondents. This is very important. Out of the first 4 respondents, the state of Goa, Goa State Board for Wildlife, Chief Wildlife Warden Goa, Principal Chief Conservator of Forests Goa. म्हणजे 4 जे पहिली respondent आसा, they all belong to the government of Goa. And the next 2, the National Tiger Conservation Authority and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So practically if you see, it is Goa Foundation, the petitioner, and the last 2, that is National Tiger Conservation Authority, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, they are on one side in this order. And who is on the other side is only one party. Though they are 4, they are actually 1. So in the light of what submissions have been made by the National Tiger Conservation Authority of India and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, over a long period of time, one letter I will point out to you was written by Mr. Jairam Ramesh, the then Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, in the year 2011, that this corridor should be declared as a tiger reserve. Thereafter, there has been protracted correspondence from these agencies of the central government to see that this is declared. But they have not done it until now. The High Court has given its verdict that they should do it within a time frame. And in the meanwhile, we get to hear that the government is interested in filing an appeal. So in whose interest the government is interested in filing this appeal? This has to be declared by the government. Good governance is that you have to be transparent. So what is it that compels you to take this matter before the Supreme Court? When majority of Goans hold it that this is a right order. This is the best thing that can happen and has happened to the interest of the state of Goa. So this present BJP government is not interested in the state of Goa. They are interested in someone else, and it has always been the case. So we demand that this appeal should not be filed, number 1. Number 2, assuming, though the government has not said so clearly, that they are talking about interests of a few inhabitants of these forest regions, paragraph 108 of this order has made it abundantly clear that it has been 56 years since Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary was declared, and you had in 56 years you have not settled the rights of these people. So you are not interested in settling the rights of these people. So what you are doing is against public interest. We know in whose interest you are doing that. And that is why I am again coming to town and country planning department. When you do these zone changes, you are helping those who are coming with money bags. And substantial tracts of land, a scarce resource, has been bought by parties who are coming from outside the state of Goa. They have come, they have bought land after land after land, and they have reached even the forest. So who is hurt the most due to this ordering that this corridor should be declared as tiger reserve is those people. And you, the government of Goa, the agents, are merely acting as their agents to see that their interest is protected vis-a-vis the interests of Goa and Goans in this matter. This is really despicable to say in words that your own government is not at all caring for the future of Goans, for the water security of Goans, and it is just like fly by night. आज कितें मेळटा तें घेतलें आनी मेकळे जाले, अशांतलो प्रकार which Congress opposes. Congress demands that the files which lead to filing of an appeal, what is the consideration should be declared, made public. We have already put in an application under RTI to check ourselves what is that reason, what are the reasons that compel them to file this appeal. Thank you. सरकार पहिलं सारको जाग्यार ना, सरकाराचो फॉरेस्ट मिनिस्टर, टाउन कंट्री प्लॅनिंग मिनिस्टर, ताजी इंट्रस्ट वेगळी आसता, चीफ मिनिस्टराची इंट्रस्ट वेगळी आसता, पण कांय गोष्टीन ते एक जाता. खंयचे गोष्टीन ते एक जाता जेन्ना इंट्रस्ट भायल्या लोकांचो, जे हांव सांगता परतो परतो पयशांची बॅगां पळय पावयता, तांचे इंट्रस्टा खातीर हें सगळें जाता. काय त्या वाठारांतल्या लोकांक सांगता तेन्ना तुमचे रायट्स जे आसा, पर्टिक्युलरली ट्रायबल रायट्स, हे आमी तुमकां दिवंक शकचे ना जर टायगर रिजर्व जालो जाल्यार. दीस इज फार फ्रॉम ट्रूथ. ट्रायबल लँड रायट्स पळय आसा न्ही, ते आज पर्यंत तांणी केन्ना दिवंकच ना. आतां ते रिजर्वेशनाचेर उलयता, पॉलिटिकल रिजर्वेशन, आनी पयलीं तांचे लँड रायट्सच दिवंक ना इतलीं वर्सां. जे ट्रायबल लोक आसा तांचे लँड रायट्स दिवंक ना. पूण हो इंट्रस्ट जो आसा, जे जागे घेतल्या पळय ते तुमी काडले जाल्यार तुमकां कळटलें कोणाचो इंट्रस्ट तो. आतां एक सांगता, सब रेजिस्ट्रार पणजी, सब रेजिस्ट्रार बार्देस, म्हापसा बसता तो, तांचे तुमी जर काडून पळयशात, सेल डिड्स पळय थंय रेजिस्टर जाता, ते कितल्या प्रमाणांनी जाता तें. एक एकटो मनीस 400-500 कोटीचो लँड वेव्हार करता गोंयांत. ही खबर आसा तुमकां? हे बीजेपीच्या कार्यकाळान आतां गेल्या 12 वर्सांन जे पळय लँड ट्रान्झॅक्शन्स जाता, सगळ्या गोंयभर जाता, पण ह्या 2 सब रेजिस्ट्रारांच्या ऑफिसांनी तुम्ही जर रेकॉर्ड काढून पळयशात, देर आर पार्टीज, इंडिव्हिज्युअल पार्टीज हू आर डिलिंग इन लँड टू द ट्यून ऑफ 100 crores, 200 crores. हे कशें जाता? आनी गोंयचे भुरगे जे आसा ते जॉब ना म्हणून लायनीक लागता हांगा हांचे कडेन, आनी कांय जायना जाल्यार मागीर दुबय ना जाल्यार खंय तरी कितें मेळटा काय म्हणून पळोवन वचूंक सोदता. सो हू इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दीस? ह्या गोंयच्या भुरग्यांची सिक्युरिटी कितें? काडून पळया मुद्दम, तुम्ही चौकशी करून पळया. ही लँड डील्स ह्या सब रेजिस्ट्रार ऑफिसांनी, 2च सब रेजिस्ट्रार ऑफिसांचें उदाहरण दिता, कितल्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात लँड डील्स जाता ती. आनी चडशी फ्रॉडुलंट लँड डील्स, टायटल नाशिल्ले लँड 2-3 ट्रान्झॅक्शनां करून ते आपले खपोवन घेता. म्हणजे डिफेक्टिव्ह टायटल आशिल्ले लँड आज जर हांवें तुमकां विकलें, एकट्याक विकलें, आनी 2-3 वर्सां भितर तुमी 2-3 ट्रान्झॅक्शनां केलीं जाल्यार दिसता तांकां ते आनी ट्रॅक लागचो ना. कोण पळोवपाक येतलो? जालें, पचलें. आनी हे SIT पळय बसयलां, हे लँड डील्स फ्रॉड जाता तितून, ताणें आज पर्यंत एक कसलेंच पॉझिटिव्ह एक्शन घेतलें दिसना. तांकां दिसता आसतलें आमी घेता म्हणून, पूण पब्लिकाच्या मुखार कांय ना. सो ज्या दिसाक SIT स्थापन जाल्ली त्या दिसाक हांवेंच सांगलें हांगा बसून की मायनिंगान SIT बसयला तशें हें SIT बी पुस जातलें, कांय जावचें ना. आनी त्याच मार्गार आसा, कित्याक ह्या लँड डिलान आसा ते इंट्रस्टेड पार्टी ह्या सरकारा भितरूच आसा. कोण कोणाक धरतलो? पुलिसांकच धरूंक शकना अशांतलो प्रकार. थँक्यू.